Everybody, I've arrived in Fort Smith, about to turn onto Planters Drive, which takes us down by the Gerdau plant and the Maverick Fort Smith yard right across the street. They've sent me a pre-plan. I'll be picking up over at the Maverick side, and it's an order that goes to AAM Metal Forming, I think it's called, up in Royal Oak, Michigan, which is just a bit north of Detroit. I've been there a few times, but man, I bet it's been over a year. You know, when I was a new Maverick driver, I went up there quite often, seems like. Even remember going there once with my trainer, but it's been a while. And my fleet manager has already sent me a message that he'll be looking for a swap, because that's you know, I've got a delivery appointment for 6 a.m. Friday morning, so that would make it definitely a late Saturday getting home kind of a thing. So it'd be better if he could find a swap. But anyway, the Maverick Fort Smith yard here is to the right, and it's only 9:35 a.m. so I should be able to get loaded fairly quickly. You know, this is pretty early to be getting here, so that's my hope anyway. So what we've got to do is turn here to the right. Plenty of parking spots over here, so I'll get over here and park, and then I've got to kind of log into the system. That's how it lets you know, or lets them know, that I've arrived. And then once the system lets them know that I've arrived, they'll assign me a loading order or a location, and then I'll pull around over there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Plus I've got to get my safety shirt and my boots and all that back on. I don't usually drive in my boots just because my tennis shoes are more comfortable. All right, I'll get back to you shortly. All right, everybody. Well, I've been sitting here about 15, maybe 20 minutes. I was number one in the loading order, but it took them about 15 minutes to send me my instructions on where to load. So I got out and I put four timbers on the trailer, my coil pads, my over center binders, a couple of straps. So I've got a lot of what I know I'm going to need up on the trailer. But I just got a message saying I need to go to loading zone B. So let's pull around there, and then I'll be able to find out exactly how I need to set up, because at this point all I know is that I'm getting 5 bundles of product, it says. I don't know the length. I think the weight was on there, but I don't really need to worry about that just yet. So like I said, you know, it's just 9:55. You can tell, you know, it's not super busy yet, but it's a good time to get here because it's not super busy. You know, as people in the Northwest Arkansas, Oklahoma area get their loads delivered this morning, wherever they're at, you know, get empty and then get dispatched. Some of them will get dispatched to come here. You know, it might take them an hour and a half, 2.5 hours to get here. So, you know, probably in the next hour it'll get a lot busier. Anyway, just giving you a good shot. You know, we've got lots of product staged here to the right. And then we're going to be making the curve here to the left. I'm trying to keep it under 5 miles an hour. You know, I've got myself already on the loading status. So So I don't want to go over 5 miles an hour. It'll kick me onto the driving status. So we're going to creep around here. You got 5 loading areas here on the outside. You can see the number sign or the letter signs on these light poles to the right. ED, CBA. And then there's also some interior loading areas. The last time I was here, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I loaded inside. But not today. This should be a pretty easy load, you know. It's a no tarp. So, you know, put a couple of belly wraps on each end, you know, a wrap on each end, and then 4 chains. That should do it. So I'm loading zone B. There's a guy pulling out of loading zone A up ahead. All right, well, let me get parked here and then we'll see what's going on. All right, guys, so the loader has come over. It's Theodore. Good old Theodore, he's a good loader. So he told me to put out 6 boards and that I'm getting 31-foot product. So I've got 6 boards out here, spaced out like he needs them. So how do we determine where to put our front board and our rear board? So if it's 31-foot product, we subtract 2 foot. You want to subtract 2 feet, and they teach you this in securement training. 2 feet to put your rear strap, and subtract 2 feet to give you room to put your front strap. So that's a total of 4 feet. So 31 minus 4 is 27, divided by 2 is 13 and a half. So we want to go 13 and a half feet to the rear, and that's where we'll put our rear board. So let's go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 and a half is about right there. Let's do the same for the front. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. This one could come up just a little bit. You know, it doesn't have to be exact, but you want to give yourself a couple of feet in the front and the rear, you know, to work with your strap. Plus, since this is pretty long bar, 31 feet, I like to put another strap in the middle, just to help put some middle tension there. And I'm getting 6 bundles. I think my work instructions said 5 bundles, but Theodore said 6 bundles, which tells me it's going to be not real big around product. That looks like him coming this way. So if it's 6 bundles, this is the center of the trailer. We'll want to have 3 bundles over here and 3 bundles over there. What I don't know is if he's going to have blocks in between the bundles. So anyway, we'll see. He'll be over here shortly. I'll show you some more, but just to show you some of the grounds, you know, that big rusty colored building over there across the road, that's the Gerdau plant. They're the ones that make all this product. You know, we do loads over there too, but we also have this Maverick facility that handles a lot of their stuff. You know, they bring product over here and we stage it out in the lot and just do, you know, it's a distribution facility. And you know, this building over here, it's got you know, it's a nice building. It's got some office space in the front where some of the ALMs and fleet managers work, or did before COVID. I don't know if they're back or not. There's a couple of courtesy vehicles right there that drivers can sign out and run up to the restaurant or the store if they need to. And you know, it's got 4 or 5 showers and free laundry in there, vending machines, stuff like that. So anyway, let me get some product on here and I'll show you some more. Okay guys, so you can see Theodore there. He's got 3 of my bundles. He's staging them right there. Then he uses those little PVC poles to hang the wood spacers in between the bundles. You know, some customers require that the bundles be spaced apart, you know, so they can get their crane straps or chains wrapped around the bundles. Some people unload with forklifts and it's not necessary, but so you can see that's what he's doing here. He's got 3 bundles and then he's got the little spacer blocks in between. So he's fixing to spin around here and we'll load those on the trailer. I'll try to get you a shot of that. You know, and like I said, that wood strip in the middle is what we're looking at as the center of the trailer. So we're getting 6 bundles, so we just need 3 bundles on each side of that wooden strip. And you know, he's gonna be looking at me. I'm giving him hand signals to turn the front of it to the left a little bit, and then so he needs to come this way a little bit. Okay, take the front that way. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, I'm telling him to drop them. That's pretty good. Once he shoves the rest of it in there tight, it'll fit pretty close to center. So we got about 4 inches on this side, and I think that'll work out pretty good. So we'll wait till he gets the rest of it over here. Okay, everybody, I think good old Theodore is on his way over here with the last of my product. There he comes. So let's watch him set the rest of this on here. Oh, he's gonna set it down. Oh, he's still got to put his wood blocks on there, looks like. So well, maybe he's missing a bundle. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he just needs to grab it from this side for some reason. Okay. Looks like one of the bundles is smaller than the other 2, so I guess he wanted it to be on the side, maybe. Okay, now he's gonna stage it and put his blocks in there. All right, so he's gonna separate those a little bit, and well, maybe I need to just quit talking and let him do his thing. All right, so he's gonna put this tiny little bundle right in the middle there, which is what I thought was going to happen to begin with, and then he turned around and confused me. All right, so he's just got to shove them up next to those blocks that are already there. Shouldn't really have to tell him any directions because it's all good. All right, now he's going to have to put some more blocks up there. He'll use his little PVC pole to set them up next to the product. Tools of the trade. I need to get me one of those lime green hard hats. I like that. Smile for the camera, Theodore. Smile for the camera. I think he gets nervous about being on camera. He's a good loader though. I don't know how long he's worked here, but he's one of the best. All right, so let's see. Yep. Now he's got to put on the blocks. Here goes the paperwork man and his little John Deere cart. You know, once Theodore gets the product on here, then that fella there will come by and read all the tags on the bundles. You know, it's that way they, you know, it's inventory control, I'm sure. That tells them, you know, exactly what bundles are leaving the property and being shipped to the customer. Because, you know, all this bar, of course, is different. You know, it's made to different specs, heat treatments and strengths and all sorts of stuff that I don't know anything about. So it's all got different properties. All right, here he comes. So he's got his, he put his wood block in between those bundles. No, he hasn't. I thought he did, but so he's gonna sit those on there. Then he'll have to separate the last bundle out enough to get his spacers shook. Oh no, they're in there. I see them now. He just doesn't have them vertical. They're just laying up there. All right, so I'm giving him the thumbs up that that's good. Now he's gonna have to drag that one out a little bit, let those blocks fall, shove them up. All right, I'm giving him a thumbs up, all's good. You just wanna make sure everything's touching, you know, that there's pressure. All the bundles are pushed up against the blocks so that nothing's loose up in there. All right, so he'll get his PVC poles out of there, and I'll get my strap thrown over and then pull around to the other side of the yard to get my chains on. All right, here comes the official swap of paperwork. Theodore, how long have you worked here?
About 17 years.
17 years, all right. Now we know. All right, so this white hat fella up there is gonna get up and check everything, make sure he's happy with it, scan the codes, and then they'll give me my final paperwork. Usually he has to go back to the office to print out the final paperwork, and they'll bring it around to me on the other side. So, all right, let me get to work here, and I'll see you when I get it secured. All right, guys, I've got this load secured. Just going around the trailer and make sure everything's good. You know, I got 3 belly straps, 1 on each end and in the middle, and then 4 chains with coil pads spread out about every 6 to 8 feet, and over center binders on the other side. Fleet manager sent me a message a little bit ago, said he hasn't found a good swap yet, and I said, well, I have faith you will come through. So, all right, here's what it looks like from the other side. 4 over center binders. So, all right, your typical bar load. Okay, I'm gonna head towards Michigan. All right, we hope the fleet manager can find a swap today or tomorrow. All right, later.